I don't know much. In the zone, I'm still thinking, my mind's my lethal weapon. If this is a brain drain, why did I get ran out of my community to a land of greater opportunity? I guess the city got rid of old Epic. All I ever wanted was a little bit of credit from my bank. They never gave me a loan in my life, yet some of my friends still wanna phone my ex-wife. Hand me the knife. Kicked out of town, they wanna ban me for life from the city limits. Take away my answer machine, then change up my digits. 20 years of hard work that I didn't get to finish. Everything's diminished, but I got a new home. Everybody needs some time on their own. I waited all summer and you didn't phone, and I'm getting this strange feeling you want me to leave you alone. But one thing I won't do is remain bitter. In Saskatoon, it's gonna be a long cold winter. From Gordie Howe Bowl along the Meewasin, River Heights, Pleasant Hill City Park, and Lawson. So can you please take me out with the fader? I've been abandoned like a grain elevator, hated by the haters, served like a waiter. Peace party people, haha, see you later. So can you please take me out with the fader? I've been abandoned like a grain elevator, hated by the haters, served like a waiter. Peace party people, see you later.
I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. Moving to Toronto.
Check. What up, Kareem? Just when I get my foot in the door, I don't understand you kids anymore. You think my gray hair isn't dope? What you think is fresh is old news to me. The metric system confuses me. Things ain't what they used to be. Everyone pick up the phone and dial your grandpa, and don't talk to him abusively. Call him when you're sad, call him when you're broke and lonely. Call him on the phone and reminisce about Mocha only. When Jeff Speck was known as Intellect and Farm Fresh was in his Cape Deck. I don't have to name check, I know these people. Like the time I saw Abstract Rude in the Safeway parking lot. I don't have to brag or nothing, but I once saw a relic from the Beachcombers. So don't trust anyone over 30. You've just been taxed, check your paycheck, give up your social security. Whack MCs are smacked up for acting nerdy. Deeds are done dirt cheap and dirty. You can't hurt me with your new age styles. Old people smile at every venue. Are you fucking sick? This hick is from the sticks. Probably the oldest MC from the 306 that was at Expo 86.
The old guys are ready to rock the mic. The old guys are ready to rock the mic. The old guys are ready to rock the mic. The old guys are ready to rock the mic.
Spoof
Is ready to rock the mic.
Mala
Is ready to rock the mic.
The Gruff
Is ready to rock the mic.
Cut Down
Is ready to rock the mic.
Sunil Ishq
Is ready to rock the mic.
Ira Lee
Is ready to rock the mic.
Knowlton Nash
Is ready to rock the mic.
Ron McLean is ready to rock the mic. It's for the public, the man who rocks many topics. Verses touch the nerve as he swerves through the metropolis. His populace is popular in the middle of a culture. Born out of a burrow, raised by African slaves. He is brave, inspired by back in the days when a box cut fade and the Reebok was the craze. How times change as God flips the pages. New chapters are created as the past leave the stage. Now he plays a part in this turn of events, fighting to prolong what the strong represent. What he sees beyond the fence is his fellow countrymen standing proud, unashamed of the leaf beneath the clouds. So believe it or not, his love for hip-hop will plant seeds to breed a crop who will embrace hip-hop and look back at a man and his life devoted to the movement he diagrammed on the mic.
rent 3 months in a row. Landlord gave me a cold sour cough up the dough. You know it's just a place to crash, don't call it home. And it ain't like this shithole here is rent to own. Neighbor cutting her wrists, I hear her crying through the door. And no one gives a shit because she's crazy and poor. More secondhand smoke than a pack of Du Maurier. No garden, yard, pool, porch, or foyer. Make a lot of records but don't got no cash. In the shower with a chiclet's eye soap in my ass. And when I wanna sweep, I gotta grab the thick socks to round up the dust, dirt, food, and rocks. Rent mocks at the mercy of the property. Got people on each side, across, below, and on top of me. This fucking rat trap, see it got me by the balls. Anxiety attacks when I crouch through the halls. Cause he ain't just a caretaker, he's a specialist. Not too many will make it out, no, not even the best of us. Use a back door, small loads don't look suspicious. Leave the place looking lived in, sink full of dishes. He's vicious, with large nostrils that sniff crime. Certain things must be left behind, we don't have time. I'm all, fuck you haul, a taxi will suffice. Just tell him to park out back and kill the lights. Like, shh, okay, the coast is clear. Let's move quick and get the fuck up out of here. Burning bridges, and now you know how I do it when I bounce at midnight like there ain't nothing to it.
Landlord, my roof has sprung a leak. Don't you remember I told you about it way last week? Landlord, these steps is broken down. When you come up yourself, it's a wonder you don't fall down. $10 you say I owe you. $10 you say is due. Well, that's $10 more than I'll pay you till you fix this house up new. What? You're gonna get eviction orders. You're gonna cut off my heat. You're gonna take my furniture and throw it in the street.
June 10th, June 11th, y'all.
You're talking high and mighty. Talk on till you get through. You ain't gonna be able to say a word if I land my fist on you.
Totally embarrassed that this is my home, so I wrote a little poem like Sly and the Family Stone. I want to own my own property eventually. I went to the bank but they won't loan me the equity. Who's next to be evicted? I'm playing the duck and my number's unlisted. 5 days banging, fuck the repercussions. Truck parked out back, the Canadians are playing the Russians. First period, we get the coach out. Second period, McGillney scores. Third period, what's that, a choke? Apparently Jesse has the landlord by the throat, so hide your dope. Someone called the cops to get out the cans of pop in the pans and pots. All the memories, we used to act wild, smoke with the kid in 204, his hair like Mad Child. But I'm getting the fuck up out of here tonight, mid-flight, up the stairs, last suitcase in the car, burning bridges. And you know how I do it when I bounce at midnight like there ain't nothing to it. MC still claim to bring the heat, but the lame are gonna take a seat when I sing to the beat. This is my intro to bringing your feet. Like the king of the street, I'm gonna rip your posters. All you idiots claim to be making your money, but I made the same mistake, you dummy. And I didn't get any, not a penny from phony distribution companies, but I got fans in Kentucky. Like my girl's punky, homie's crazy, orange juice with pulp. Clothes horse pays me, don't be lazy in the days of summer. Get on the mic, act like a foreigner, up your ass and around the corner. Fuck you imitators all the way to Kenora. Bruno Gerussi, David Suzuki, Eye of the Tiger, got the legs of a spider. I hate your discussion panels and your groupies. Boys in the Hood is a dope-ass movie. I'm teaching lessons, put your best weapons up. Just because you make beats, that doesn't make you a living legend, punk. I'm teaching lessons, put your best weapons up. Just because you make beats, that doesn't make you a living legend, punk. Punk, you punk. Punk, you punk. In the future, the corporate will hang their banners up in orbit. Life is cheap. Move off the streets to a plush condominium by the beach. Of course, that's gonna mean a commute in the morning. Out of my car, I got an arm lock, steering column, keyless entry beams twice like an alarm clock as a warning. Exit the alley to earn my salary. Step over people out of reality. Selling ass and sniffing gas. Get out of the way, I gotta earn my cash. If you're in my path, you get a swift kick for living your life as a misfit. At the Walmart, I'm second in command. Do you know who the fuck I am? You made me late, you goof. For the morning cheer to rally the troops. Shouldn't you be a little more productive? Like at the free kitchen, getting some soup? Traffic jam, out of my car. Bums be stepping, I tell them to scram. A briefcase, a weapon inside my hand. Do you know who the fuck I am? Traffic jam, out of my car. Bums be stepping, I tell them to scram. At the Walmart, I'm second in command. Do you know who the fuck I am? Why is it society's wealthy are sometimes the most stingy? I used to live in an unhealthy basement suite that was dingy. I lived with this punk kid with a sense of humor who used to sell hash. And when I ran out of cash and was broke, he would let me eat his craft dinner, let me bus fare, and buy me smokes. I appreciate that, and I promised that kid I would pay him back. And they say the lower people in society don't know how to act. Smoke and cook rock, meanwhile get your timesheet in for the week you just took off. Book off profits for the next cycle. Lay off the useless old people. This is my company, you can't fuck with me. We're gonna discriminate to the finish. Corporate image, white privilege. Tell sexist jokes to the females so feminism in the office is diminished. Traffic jam, out of my car. Bums be stepping, I tell them to scram. A briefcase, a weapon inside my hand. Do you know who the fuck I am? Traffic jam, out of my car. Bums be stepping, I tell them to scram. At the Walmart, I'm second in command. Do you know who the fuck I am? This is for the punk motherfucker who told my vehicle, I don't think Dude Where's My Car is very funny. As a matter of fact, I'ma take a bat to your workplace. Then when you're off duty, you'll be like, dude, where's my back window? Take up a real occupation or something. Anything's gotta be better than tow trucking. I'll vandalize your vehicle so you can fucking pull nothing. Let you run my license plate. And when you're doing a search, I'll be calm during the lookup. We can go toe to toe in the middle of the hookup. So if you want to stay cool, you best rip the ticket. It's been a long, hard work and I've been working like a dog. Just spare me the money, let's get on with the weekend. I have too many problems and I'm gonna go off the deep end. Thinking of some of these better days that might come. I'd stare high in the sky at the bright sun, pondering what it's like not to be white scum. partying every night till the night's done. We might run into problems in our society that carry absolutely no weight in these economical models. So fucking flawed it's comical. Pathological, past laws is logical. They're lying, I can see that really quite clearly. Dissect the theories is very easy. Sleazy rich kids will get an inheritance. They claim a work ethic they got from their parents. Don't be embarrassed to go to the mall food court and hand out 5 resumes really quickly. Get that job search form done in no time, then kick a slow rhyme and go buy a freezy. I always got $1 to give to the needy, with a sign that says please feed me. Or the push and a squeegee, haven't bathed in years. I buy those motherfuckers beers. Something positive. The market is precise, poor people should get a life. Get on the mic and say something positive. The market is hot, poor people are sweaty. Get on the mic and say something positive. The market is exact, poor people smoke crack. Get on the mic, get on the mic, get on the mic and say something fucking positive.
Get on the mic! The mic! The mic! Get on the mic! Get on the mic! The mic! Get on the mic! Get on the mic! Open orders! Get on the mic! 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 Get on the
Ask me if I only like rap, if I try to act black. Why I have to be exact in my calculations? See, I'm very mathematical. Up in the struggle, I'm a middle-aged white guy. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. On my seat on the bus, I sing along with rap. It's the morning traffic and I confront you sellouts who diss rap music even when promoters are booking. Now that's like a chef who doesn't like cooking. You ain't so spectacular, so sell your spatula. Out of your hands, I grab the mic mechanism. More hip-hop than you, even if I don't smoke madism. See, I'm so happy to have fans that listen. Reach out to a shorty, give him a hand in the sick system. From the prairies all the way to Toronto. We all should have been easier on Michael Williams. But what's done is done, we can't live in the past. I fucking give her when I put my foot on the gas. Rap rebellion like Peru's shining path. And you can understand my lyrics cause I ain't rhyming fast. Out of my apartment I stare, out of my apartment I stare. Middle-aged white guy, out of my apartment I stare. Out of my apartment I stare, out of my apartment I stare. Middle-aged white guy, out of my apartment I stare. Out of my apartment I stare, out of my apartment I stare. Middle-aged white guy, out of my apartment I stare. Out of my apartment I stare, out of my apartment I stare. Middle-aged white guy, out of my apartment I stare. Push it.
Don't put your trust in any man. Treachery is all I see in people do what they gotta. People do what they gotta. People do what they gotta. Don't put your trust in any man. Treachery is all I see. Don't put your trust in any man. People do what they gotta. People do what they gotta. People do what they got.
across this land very quickly. Sickly former friends died from morphine. This is for my homie who never made it. By your standards, I was defeated. Didn't make payments, sent back the 4-track. I had to sell my turntables for rent money. Abandoned my plans when things went funny. I moved to Vancouver. Then 2 years later back home, the boys are back in town like Trooper. A born loser. I see multiple friends be hauled away in the back of a police cruiser. Don't believe the hype rumors. This year, Canadian hip-hop with teachers in classrooms. Stay tangible. I will experiment, but only if the experiment is relevant to my people. Peaceful demonstrations are made from the corner of Portage and Main to 106 in Jasper. I got something intelligent to discuss with Lou Ann Mitchell, Peter Pocklington, and Izzy Asper. I'm a rapper. I just love stepping on stage accompanied by So-So. We took our girls to West Edmonton Mall, Midtown Plaza, and the park to the Polo. I rep my region in Cincinnati at Scribble Jam, kicking raps in the parking lot of the Hojo. Listen to K-Solo, known as Kevin Self, Epic and Noah 23 from Guelph. So dust those old rhymes up off the shelf. I beat Comer crew even when I'm by myself. One part Métis Elf, the other part dwarf halfling. Prairie's in my blood like caffeine.
You know it ain't easy.
Last night in Hamilton, I caught the late last flight, ride to the airport with Volo and Fat Mike. Elevations changed to rougher weather, tougher than leather, stewardess speaking. I just spent 6 months in a boat that's leaking, to get my life in order, eliminate the border. All you thug MCs are really novices. I'll teach you to collect welfare in 2 different provinces. I come from the land of Tommy Douglas. They broke his promises, the people are bankrupt. No more subsidies to haul the grains from the Great Plains who gains. Rove in theory paint freight trains. In 2003 I'm fat from weight gains. Now 10% body fat, fuck off to the copycats. My knee cracks from fluid behind kneecaps. No need for weak rap, you suck like tree sap. You still wanna be anti-epic? I got a big old bottle of antiseptic. I still can tell you can't stand me. I'll snatch the mic, tell you don't speak like Gwen Stefani. But it ain't even about that, player. We'll record for mixtape straight into the Tascam. Then I'll run back to Saskatoon like Batman, and I'll eat that little ghost MC like Pac-Man. This is a pack jam. If the underground is whack, then all of you are a bunch of idiots. I sell my weed by the bushel. I get my slang from my grandpa. I don't get my slang from Cardinal Official. My province never changes. Good people never change. 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 My province never changes. Good people never change.
The Galactica sends out a routine long-range patrol.
Launch Bay Alpha, stand by to launch fighter probe.
Acknowledge input, recorded, and functioning.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with this planet. An Oriental woman is crying her eyes on rapid transit. Who's in charge anyways? No one wants the planet. Everyone's in a panic as this world heads for destruction. Yet you people still want to ridicule my constructions. There's no constraint, so I'm not inviting you to my function. Because you spit your pseudo-philosophy to girls is the financial sector's significance on this world. And if you think about it, in terms of interest rates, a lot of the work these people are doing isn't great. By investing money, they aren't doing mankind a favor. Any true wealth is created by hard labor. They created this like they created the Savior. Preaching from the pulpit when a lot of it is bullshit. Talking about the capital asset pricing model. Smash that son of a bitch over the head with a bottle. Try to remain peaceful so the innocent don't get throttled, and keep my friends near me like my man Conspiracy. Try to remain peaceful so the innocent don't get throttled, and keep my friends near me like my man Conspiracy.
Combined chemistry is serious. Rhymes you can't find anywhere else. Often crazy conscious. A pure mix of spoken words is worth pure wealth. That's what beats you. My killer rhythms, what you bust is whack. That's my weak disrespect. Trust cats, don't be fooled. I'm iller, still in the game. When you check my hard stuff done correct, you're gonna stop talking nonsense. From originality, that's where it's derived. One to come like a missionary, leave the non-believers blessed. Done better than the best. Friend in me, you wanna confide. Love to burn weed with you when you act properly. To kick verses with the best, I'm determined. Titan styles fix business. That's all what you got to offer me. Ignorance on the mic, keep it clean. Now we're learning.
Conspiracy and epic are strictly for the masses. Yai and Gumshoe Strut are strictly for the masses.
Conspiracy and epic are strictly for the masses. Extraterrestrials are strictly for the masses.
Conspiracy and epic are strictly for the masses. Patty C and Factor are strictly for the masses.
Eternia and Thriesight are strictly for the masses. And Governor Bolts are strictly for the masses.
Conspiracy and epic are strictly for the masses. Advice and emphasis are strictly for the masses.
Fritz the Cat and Bird of Prey are strictly for the masses.
Now you're learning.
Not merely as the quorum of 12, representing the 12 colonies of man, but as my friends, the greatest leaders ever assembled. As we approach the 7th millennium of time, the human race at last will find peace. Thanks to you.
I listen to AIM 109. It feels so good. In my ghetto blaster, natural disaster. Step up to the epic center, you must be plastered. I don't care if your whole family can rap faster. I invented this style, plus it's mastered. All you crazy bastards don't even know what's coming, I'ma tell you something. I ain't even about dissing, please listen, I'm pissing and write my name in the snow. I pay to get into every hip-hop show, and I hate their discussion panels. I'm mammal like a dolphin. I'm golfing on the fairway, fair play on the stairway to heaven. Don't believe in God, but have love for my man Vision. This goes out to Leonard Peltier locked up in prison. This goes out to Saskatchewan justice system. Don't believe in Israel, but have love for advice. Don't believe in the systematic genocidal killing off of native people by giving them blankets infested with smallpox, but I have love for myself. Who else will get on the mic up in the weed squad? provide a beatbox for a bunch of MCs to get loose tonight. I'm drinking my juice tonight, watching Footloose tonight. I'm going to bed early tonight. The city's in recession, epics in depression. The traffic's in congestion on peaceful tragic lessons. The city's in recession, epics in depression. The traffic in congestion, people second guessing. The city's in recession, epics in depression. The traffic's in congestion on peaceful tragic lessons. The city's in recession, epics in depression. The traffic in congestion, people second guessing. Holding it down on this mic well into my 20s, flipping pancakes. Global warming evolves land masses into different landscapes. Summer takes away seasonal depression, but fortunately not detection of your schemes. Municipality invested in the city of champions, but the MCs are losers. Stress from brother being taken home in a police cruiser, plus my friends are boozers. Hit the fucking snooze bar, ride around in a hoopty. I can't afford a new car from the dealership. Fast forward to a show with depression, throw up your hands if you're feeling it. Double click, minimize, victimized citizens living in Tibetan prisons. I choose to fight non-violently for change within the system. We can chat about Korea, north, left, nuclear weapons. We could take a trip down south and talk about sustainability. Some travel to Mexico to protest oil in Texaco. Farmers wearing armor, leftist militant guerrillas. G8 summit talking about democracy and the vote. This is when the South Korean farmer slit his throat. 10 miles from the summit, the center of world trade. First aid cannot stop the blood to flow from his head. He bled to death, surrounded by university liberals. Next day in the paper, they talked about how he was crazy. Now the situation's critical in every second world village. Maybe he need a publicist to help him with his image. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics.
Life's blood, life's work. I've buried family members in this dirt. The same piece of earth nourished us since I can remember. Courage now, courage now. How is it that a lifestyle that has sustained us for 100 years through hardship, poverty, disease, and bad weather could be so easily dismissed? A signature, a handshake later, forsake the greater good in favor of freer trade, cheap labor. And I grow food and lose, and I can fast and I can shout, and my children still go without proper winter shoes. And I grow food and lose. A life, a pocket knife.
The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics. The blood flowed like money right out of his nose running. Free trade is like circulation, the lifeblood of economics.